What's going on, everyone? How are we doing today? What's going on, my little thugs? In today's video, we're going to be talking about social media and the effects that it has on people. This is going to kind of be like the P-Hub addictions video, because it does kind of play similar states in the sense of giving you false narratives, especially on life. So if you watch that video, it'll be somewhat similar. You just kind of like apply the same traits. So a big thing that I want to get into, but before we get into this, is TikTok. TikTok is one of the most damaging platforms I think we've ever had in terms of content wise. I posted this on my Discord a couple days ago. I'll bring it up on screen. So here I said social media disgusts me, and it's what I plan to make my next video on, which is this video. So this adult woman is playing Fortnite with a camera on that is pointed towards her cleavage, as you guys can see in the screenshot, purposely to try to gain traction based solely on sexual attraction. Completely true. There's no reason for you to have a booby cam in a sense, especially while you're playing Fortnite. Now, Fortnite is a kid game. It's a kids related game. A lot of kids will have Fortnite on their page, right? If you're scrolling, right? And I know a lot of people be like, oh, well, the lives are 18 plus. Or the lives are not for kids. But the thing is, when you sign up, most of you guys that are watching this are kids, correct? When you signed up for TikTok, did you put your real date of birth? No, because it'll put you on a kid account. You don't want to be on a kid account. You want to be on a normal account. So you put your age to 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 100 years old because you want to see regular TikTok. This is regular TikTok. And it's sad. I think it's very sad that she's been banned before. I think it's very sad that she has been banned before, and her being banned, it didn't matter to her because she just created a brand new account under most likely the same name. They're streaming the same things, and it's been up for God knows how long. I think it's been up for like less than a couple weeks now, maybe like a month, give or take. But it's very sad that you are a grown woman, okay, and you are taking out your body parts to sexualize yourself on the internet for children. And you can't tell me that it's not for children because you're purposely playing Fortnite while showing your female chest parts, right, to everyone watching. And it's very weird. And this person obviously sells the spicy content. You know, as I said, I don't judge people for what they do. You know, if you need to pay the bills, as long as it's not illegal, do what you need to do. But purposely trying to gain or purposely trying to gain traction from little children, from children that you know have addictions to things that other videos that I just talked about. It's why I talked about it in the video, because I know you guys struggle with this, and I know that there's probably a teenage boy that saw this and you know what I'm saying, they went and they sinned. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. It's disgusting and it's wrong. I sent an actual report about this, obviously, because people like this should not be able to have platforms. People like this shouldn't be even able to go live. People like this shouldn't even be able to have TikTok downloaded. I think you should be under an FBI watch list, personally. I think you should have a cease and desist handed out to you from Fansly, OnlyFans, any place that allows you to have spicy content, quote unquote. A cease and desist from TikTok, from Instagram, any platform where you post yourself, revealing yourself, and your main course of action is to gain traction from kids. And this is only one example. There's plenty of other examples on TikTok. There's plenty of other examples on Twitch. Oh my god, Twitch is terrible. Twitch is it's terrible. There's so many platforms. Twitter itself is also terrible. Twitter, in my opinion, if you want to view spicy content, quote unquote, you know, the mature content, you should have to use your ID. I don't know why Elon Musk hasn't done this before. You should have to use your ID in order to view this stuff, right? Because it should not be open for kids to look at. You should not be able to go into your settings and click a button in order to just view disgusting content. You know what I'm saying? Social media, and this is not only what I want to talk about social media is the sexual stuff, because I just wanted to really play into the last video that I made to really explain to you guys why I made the video. But what I want to mostly talk about is how it also just gives you false narratives on everything in life. People do not act the same way they do on social media. People do not look the same way they do on social media. They make themselves look and they appear differently for your entertainment. They make it so they make themselves look prettied up. They make themselves act different, laugh different, talk different. Social media, it sets a social standard. That's why it's called social media, because it's social. It's the community, right? It's not systematic. So it creates social standards between women. So women post themselves and men post themselves, and there's these comments being thrown around. You're ugly, you're disgusting, you're fat, you're this, and it gets into people's heads, and then they look at these other people on social media that are the quote unquote social standard, the beauty standard of America, of Canada, of any place that you live at, and they're getting all these beautiful compliments. You look so pretty, you're so beautiful, I wish I looked like you. Just looked at myself in the mirror inside. All these things that come out of their mouths versus what they say to you, and then you look at yourself, and that's the real reason why bullying exists. Is because people are mean. And that's what you have to understand. People are mean, bro. And you may think, oh, if you're like a closed-minded person watching this video, oh, you're soft, or you're this or you're that, you can't handle a joke. Dude, a joke is not going up to a random person and calling them ugly. I promise it isn't, bro. It's mean, it's disrespectful, right? Because imagine someone went up to your mother and said you're ugly, and then said, ah ha ha, I'm joking. Like, you don't do that to a random person. You don't go to a random person's comment section and call them ugly. You don't call them fat. You know what I'm saying? For seemingly no reason at all. And even under a reason, it usually isn't morally correct. If you do not know a person enough to joke with them, you shouldn't joke with them. Social media, it plays a role of perfection. Everyone wants to be perfect on social media, so they make themselves appear a certain kind of way. A best way to describe this is, imagine you go on Tinder, right? Even if you're not 18, imagine you go on Tinder. Even my young folks can relate to this. You go on Tinder, you find a woman, you find a man, or whatever, and his photos, you know what I'm saying, his photos, they look good, and then you meet up with that person, and they look different from their photos, right? Now, it's not a bad thing. Obviously, I would never judge someone off their looks, obviously, no. But it goes to show that people, they make themselves look different on purpose because they know that they can. That's a big reason why, like e-dating, like people who e-date and they never want to meet up, it's because they are scared of who they truly are, and they're scared of rejection, right? So they can use these filters, and they can use these angles to make themselves look better, right? In their eyes, obviously, in their eyes, not look better to me or to any of the population. They should obviously look beautiful to themselves, and it doesn't really matter what everyone else thinks. But that's why they do these things. Because social media just portrays only what you can see. You're only looking in. You're not inside. You're looking in. You're window shopping, basically. What the hell was that? Oh my god. I don't know, my Xbox just made like a weird noise. But you scroll hours and hours and hours, and you intake information that is usually from other people. This also plays a big thing in politics. Obviously, I'm not American, so I don't really know like Trump or Biden or anything like that. I do have like random Trump TikToks and random Kamala Harris TikToks, and I'm not even American. I've done my research on both. I don't know why. I was just intrigued, right? You know what I'm saying? And what it is people, they push out these quotes about like, oh, Trump does this and Kamala does this, and Trump is racist and Kamala is racist, and this and that. And then reality, it's not true. But what you guys listen to social media. So if someone says something on social media, if someone says, oh, Trump is so racist, he said he hates black people, and then with no proof, everyone's like, oh yeah, I know he said that, I remember when he said that, and it could have never been said. But people, they like to lie on social media because they know they can deceive their population. They know they can deceive people watching, especially TikTok people, they just listen. Social media also ruins your attention span. I know a lot of people who can't sit sit through a movie? What do you mean you can't sit through a movie? What do you mean you can't sit through a movie? You know what I'm saying? That's why I post TikToks. That's why I post YouTube videos. I post YouTube videos because I like to reach the open-minded. I feel like a lot of open-minded people are on YouTube. I do post on TikTok too, and I hope to reach a lot of people on TikTok, but it's very hard to reach people on TikTok. You know what I mean? Because they're already so consumed. You make a video talking about health or systematic problems or anything like that, and instantly they just scroll. They don't want to watch that. They want to see something funny. If you're not entertaining them within the first 3 seconds, you're gone. They're gone. They're scrolling. You're past your old news. They forgot you even existed 2 seconds ago. People don't like to watch long form content a lot of the times, and it's a lot of this younger generation. What I don't like about social media is the fact that it entertains you too much. Sorry, I had to burp. It entertains you too much. And what I mean by that is a mother can have a son or a daughter and get an iPad and throw TikTok in front of them, and they'll sit there for hours and just scrolling, and maybe sometimes they'll switch to their games and play Clash of Clans or whatever games like kids play now. But they'll keep scrolling and scrolling and until their brain is just full of useless information that is most likely false, just from other people trying to push an agenda. I just noticed it says Audios Bullet. That is crazy. That's his IG. Is Audios. It's cool IG. Cool Eugene. But yeah, I just want you guys to know that, especially on TikTok, what I was talking about in the beginning with that girl, I remember someone came into my chat after I posted that announcement, and they said, bruh, what does he expect us to do, posting that announcement in here? Like, that's how TikTok always is, man. Like, what? And I'm like, do you hear yourself? That's how TikTok always is. There's always a girl showing her private parts for little boys on Fortnite. Do you hear yourself? That is sad. Why are we making that something that is normal? It's not normal. It's not normal for a girl to go on live chat on TikTok playing Fortnite with her cleavage all in the camera. It's the only thing in the camera. Her face isn't in the camera. It's literally just her chest. That's it. No face, no hands, just cleavage. If you don't know what cleavage is, it's just breast. It's breast area, you know? The tatas. It's just straight tatas. That's it. People on social media like to put you down a lot. And it's because you know those accounts that when you post yourself on your story or you post yourself on TikTok lip syncing a video, and there's always those default profile pictures, random usernames, private account that go in the comments and say, ew, or put the fries in the bag, bro, or any of these stupid new remarks that these people find funny, that are just straight up bullying. Or I mean, the fries in the bag is usually funny, but like just calling someone ugly or fat or anything along those lines. Do you know why it's always those private accounts with no following and random usernames? It's because they feel that same exact way about themselves. I talked about this in my insecurities video. They are insecure about themselves, so instead of just being instead of loving themselves and going on and spreading straight positivity, they go on and spread negativity because they don't love themselves. Let me tell you this. Why would a happy, I just have to ask you a question. Why would a happy and content person who's making money, who's providing for themselves, who has a wonderful boyfriend or girlfriend, why would they go out of their way to, for no reason, dislike you? Go ahead and think about it just for a second. Why would that person that's so happy and content, these people, they claim they're so happy, right? Oh, I'm what do you mean I'm sad? I'm happy as hell. I live a great life. Why would that person feel the need to go hate on you or hate on a random person that's on TikTok? It's because they're miserable. And hating on other people makes makes other people miserable, because misery loves company. My mom loves that saying. She says misery loves company. Miserable people want other people to be miserable. And it's just something that you have to realize whenever you're playing social media, whenever you're playing a part, even as like an influencer of someone like me, of someone who just plays video games. Man, I posted myself once on social media. I posted myself a couple of times. I don't really care. I think I'm a beautiful person. Personally, I think I'm very beautiful. I think I'm a very handsome young man, right? This guy says, "Oh, you're so fat." I didn't even reply. I don't think I even replied. I think other people replied to him and was just like saying like, "Oh, you're weird. Like, who are you?" And he proceeds to argue in my comment section. Hours goes back and forth. Probably 50 comments. I suppose 50 comments. Right, back and forth. Then he proceeds to put myself as his PFP. He screenshots the video and makes it his PFP, hoping to get a reaction from me. Right? He keeps going, just keeps talking. Oh, he's so ugly. Oh, his face is this, his face is that. I finally reply and say, "Oh, you're a fan." I just wanted to see how mad I can make him. I want to see how many more comments I can get out of this guy, right? Because at this point, it's my game, right? It's my game to play, and I'm playing my cards, right? So he goes off, he goes crazy. He starts yapping, just yammering, saying I'm ugly, and then he says this one thing that sticks with me. He says, "Bro, there are people in a Discord server literally clowning the hell out of you right now. They're calling you such and such." I forget what he says. Something about my face. Round face, I think he says. My face is like I guess like a circular shape. I'm not too sure. And in that moment, I really intook what he said. There's people in a Discord server. Clowning me, a random person who they have never met. Right? Only know me through a screen. Only know me through my YouTube channel. Only know me through my TikTok, my Roblox. They have never met me. They're clowning me from a TikTok that I posted on a completely different social media. And that's when I knew that person was miserable. That's the exact moment I knew. I said that person's miserable. Because for you to think, I'm gonna say some bad words here, so brace yourself. For you to think that I give a flying fudge about me being posted in a Discord server where other degenerative people are clowning me, when other closed-minded, insecure people are judging me for me posting myself, people who have never shown themselves before on social media, right? Why would I give a flying fudge? The answer is I don't. I think that he thought him saying that was like gonna make me like sit down and realize, and I'm like, oh, and I'd be like, wow, I'm so ugly. I'm so ugly. Like I can't deal anymore. I'm so ugly, right? No, it's not. It made me chuckle actually. I made a video and I actually was like quoting him and being like, "Oh, you're miserable, and you're, you know what I'm saying? You just want me to be upset as well because you're miserable." It wasn't really nice, but I mean, dude, he commented like 50 times on my video, just wanting my attention. I finally gave him the attention. He just got clowned for it. I mean, he just on that video he commented another 50 more times, just boosting my shit. I got a lot of followers off that, so thank you, whoever that was. I don't know your name. You still know me though. Remember that. Yeah, I don't know you, but you know me. But yeah, you can't let what people say on the internet affect you, because 9 times out of 10 they don't show themselves, and even if they do show themselves, they're insecure. People who hate on you on the internet for literally no reason, I cannot stress it enough, people. I promise I cannot stress it enough. They are miserable. They have insecurities. And that being said, with them, if you say to a person, oh, you're just miserable, you know, you're hating on me because you hate yourself, and they say, no, I have a great life. You know in your head, no, they don't. And I don't even actually recommend replying to any of these people. If someone says that to you, ignore them, because like I said, or actually I didn't say this, I said this to someone who DM'd me about a problem. Ignoring someone is the worst thing that can happen to someone. I'm gonna give you guys a story. This guy, he was so mad at me. I don't even remember the reason why. I just remember he was so mad at me. He was screaming at me in Discord, his little packing mic, just screaming at me. Can I pick this up? Nah. Just screaming at me, calling me loser, calling me this, right? And I was replying to him at first, right? This is how you get them. You reply to them at first and make them feel like they've got you, and then you just start laughing at them and you just go quiet, right? Do other stuff though. like type in chat or talk to other people, and then they'll be like, oh, look at him, he stopped talking now, or oh, look at him, he's mute now. Look, he doesn't want to talk now, he's scared. And just keep talking to other people. Keep playing your game, keep reading your book, keep watching your YouTube video and talking about your YouTube video. Watch how mad they get. Watch them leave the VC out of defeat because they know that they just lost whatever argument whoever started. Ignore people. It's the greatest thing you can ever do. I ignored that kid and was talking to everyone else but him. He was getting so upset. He was calling me a freak, a loser, just trying to get my attention back and forth, and I just didn't even talk to him. Didn't even acknowledge he was here. Didn't even, you know how people say, oh, do you guys hear something? Don't even do that. Because that's making sure you know that he's hearing. Act like you muted him. I mean, you can still mute him if you want. If you just don't even want to hear his bullshit, just mute the motherfucker. I mean, obviously, I'm sorry, mother trucker. Just mute him, right? But if you just want to have a little bit of fun, you know what I'm saying? You already know that what this guy is saying isn't true. You know that what he's saying is just a bunch of baloney. You know, you don't even care. Just mute the guy, man. You know, it's not worth your time to argue with anyone, especially over something dumb. It really isn't worth your time. Sometimes I make that mistake. I go out and I argue. I have really bad anger issues, so I do sometimes argue. But you know what I'm saying? We live and we learn. Back on topic though. People on social media will always try to down you. Always. There's never just love. Because where there's love, there's hate. People will never ever give you appreciation. I mean, I'm gonna use Mr. Beast for an example, not for what he's doing, but or what he did recently, like with the Telegram stuff. That's very weird. Obviously, I don't endorse that at all. But what he did before, when he went out and he built like I think 100 wells in Africa, and people were getting upset at him because it was quote unquote doing it all for content, doing it all for money and stuff, and they say that he's a weirdo for recording these people, giving these people stuff, basically trying to make him the villain when he is the hero. At that time, keep in mind, I'm not talking about now. Obviously, like I said, what he did recently was very weird. But I forget what movie it is. I think it's in Spider-Man. I think it's the Green Goblin when he says, the one thing people love more than a hero is to see a hero fall, which is completely true. People love to see you fall. They want your downfall so bad. They pray for it. They pray for it, like the Drake and Kendrick thing. They prayed for Drake. They say Drake, finally this is your downfall. Any rap beef, they pray, oh, downfall. When Cole backed out, they prayed on his downfall. He released that song, She Like My Kid Game. I don't even know what the hell that was, right? We all don't know what the hell that was. It was Cole, but he recovered with Port Antonio. He didn't fall off. He's still the same old Cole that he is. Drake didn't fall off. He's still the same old Drake. Kendrick didn't fall off. Still the same old Kendrick. But do you notice how when someone came at Drake, the top dog, right? And let's be honest, Drake is the top dog. Drake is the top of the food chain. He's the pyramid. He is the pyramid scheme, right? I mean, like of rappers, right? Of rappers. Realistically, if we're talking about the rap game, like, well, that's a different story. I'm off topic, but like I said, they wanted to see Drake fall because of his position. Drake kissed a 17-year-old girl, I think, when he was like 24, on concert, like on a stage or something like that, which obviously is very wrong. He should have asked the girl's age 100%. Not sitting here, and I'm not gonna do anything about, like, I'm not gonna, you know, it's the video's like 10 years old though, right? I think it's funny how all these underground rappers they fuck with little kids, and no one says anything. Right? I mean, like, Autumn has been caught how many times? Oh my god. Autumn has been caught. Oh, Rich Amiri, it was like 20 asking a 17-year-old girl for feet pics. No one bats an eye. No one cares, right? No one cares. Jades links up with a 14-year-old girl. lies to her, says he's 16 when he's actually 17 to link up with a 14-year-old girl. No one cares. I mean, obviously they talked about it, but no one really cared. They don't bat an eye because he's small. They don't care. Why would they put all their effort into someone that little? But Drake the big dog, they want to see him fall. I don't think what Drake did was like terrible. Like it was like, oh yeah, this guy is pedophile. No, obviously not. I think that he made a mistake not asking a girl who he presumed to be 18. I mean, I guess he was turning 18 soon. Like, it's very, very weird not to ask for age though, as I said. But I don't look at Drake as like a pedophile. I feel like there's a lot of things that I didn't talk about that you guys can. Oh, I'm sorry, I just hit my mic. That you guys can talk about in the comments. But I'm not gonna lie, I just got off of like a 5-hour grind. I'm gonna keep it a buck, guys. I just got off like a 5-hour grind. I was grinding straight camos on Black Ops 6. I got 4 SMGs gold, and I got off. Double XP is ending today, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what more I could talk about. My brain is absolutely rid of thoughts. I literally, I promise you guys, none of this is scripted. I get on and I just talk. And I think it's nice. I think it's nice that way. I don't like scripted content. That's why I don't cut my content. I think I cut it a couple of times in the like previous videos because I took too long to say something. Like I'll be thinking of a word and it'll be like 12 seconds. Like obviously I don't want you guys to watch do 12 seconds of silence. But I love you guys. Remember that your insecurities can be overcome. It doesn't happen overnight, and it won't happen overnight. But it can happen if you actually take time to learn. Oh, and love yourself. I'm dying to this person. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please. No, please don't kill me. Okay, anyways. Yeah. You could do anything you put your mind to. All you have to do is put the hard work and put the effort and get the motivation to actually do it. I love you guys so much. As always, my DMs are open, and they are. I do reply. I reply to every person who asks for help. I reply to every person that asks a genuine question. I promise. IG, Discord, I reply. My IG is _Simir. It's in the description. I love you guys. Stay safe. God bless you guys. Mwah. Goodbye.